forward to the Christmas period now? Because it must be hard because you've got to have the celebrations of Christmas Day while tackling Tranmere on Boxing Day.
Yeah, well, I am looking forward to it, to be honest, because I can't wait for it, because it gives you an opportunity to try and rectify what happened on Saturday. So, you know, we spoke about that as a team, as individuals, one-on-one meetings, everything that you could possibly do, covered things on the grass, because we were just really disappointed as staff, as a team, because of what we produced on Saturday. That wasn't us. And I just didn't like the way we went about it, and the players know that, we all know that, and you know, we've all agreed on the things that we went over, what we've covered. So as football does, it gives you an opportunity now to go and play a next game, which is Tranmere, which is on Boxing Day.
Does it help looking back over it a couple of days later when it's kind of fresh minds and, you know, it's less intense?
Yeah, I think the emotion comes out of it, Danny, because you know, I look back, I'd watched it again Saturday night, so I ended up watching it Sunday morning, as soon as it come on the software Sunday morning, watching it again. And I don't think they were any better than us in terms of what they were trying to do. I think they were more confident in terms of passing the ball to each other, more so at the back. And then they played, I've looked at all the stats, they played more long balls than us. We picked more first contacts up. We didn't pick as many second balls up. But the biggest thing is they put the ball in the back of your net twice, so that won them the game. So in the first half, I thought we were comfortable. I didn't think we passed the ball anywhere near what we should have done to each other, that is. With the basics had to be done properly. We didn't have the basics right, but we went in at 0-0. So we went over a few things that we had to be better at, and we didn't get any better in the second half. We got punished early on in the second half with the goal. We've gone over that. The lads know it's a team. It's about individuals as well in their moments, but it's a team thing. It's all of us as a club together. We weren't happy with that. We weren't happy with the second one, which is obviously a free kick in your box, and it's an individual against an individual opponent against, you know, the opposition. So it is what it is in terms of that. We have to learn from it. We've been saying that since the start of the season. We got to a point in October where we had a good run. We had a good run and unbeaten in November. So it's going over old things, but you know, there's no crisis. We know what we're in. We know we're in a dogfight. We know what the next two games mean, and the lads know what they mean in uncertain terms. So we've had good chats about it, and we'll go forward now to the Tranmere game.
I suppose it's hard because you didn't expect the performance against Salford, and then you're all geared up for Tranmere, and you've just got to hope that the players do go out and perform, because once they cross that white line, you've got to leave them to it, haven't you? I
think it's like saying hope, Janie. I think it's because they have performed. You know, it's times when we've played really nice football, but haven't got the results, and there's times when we've played, you know, it's been a little bit indifferent, and we've got results, we've got draws or whatever it is. So, you know, I just want us to hit the levels that we can as a team, as individuals, and you know, you can only go back to your last game before the Salford game, which was Fleetwood. So for about an hour in that game, you know, I said the game should have been out of sight in the first half, and it wasn't. So for an hour, and then obviously, you know, to get a goal, an equaliser, and then thinking to myself, we showed enough resilience, you know, and perseverance, whatever you want to say, about keep the ball out the back of the net just to keep the point. And I thought we deserved the point on the night. For all the possession I had, Fleetwood in that game late on, he didn't do anything with it. Bill, he's made one save and then one that's went straight into his hands. So, you know, going into then the Salford game, you're thinking, well, repeat performance, especially the first hour. But we didn't get going. So there was a few alarm bells in the first half, at half time, thinking not passing, not doing the basics right. But at the same time, I thought they'd go out and kick in, and we didn't. For whatever reason it was, couldn't put my finger on it. Players couldn't answer any of the questions, obviously, after the game because it was emotional. So, you know, we've sort of let them stew on it, and then we've had the meetings we've had with the team, with the individuals, and it's not a crisis meeting. We know the situation we're in, but we're sticking together. We go again. There's a long way to go. I think we played 20 games, so there's 46 games in the season. So we want to get away from the bottom end of the table, and we had an opportunity Saturday to do that, and we didn't take it.
Saying all that, how big do you feel the Tranmere game is, with them being in and around us in the league?
Well, it's big, but you're only playing for 3 points, or a point. So it's a big game, but the only thing that's won and lost are 3 points, aren't they? So, you know, the massive 3 points, 3 points that we're desperate to win, and the lads will go and show that on Boxing Day.
I guess there's no secrets between either side, having played them twice already, but they were both in cup games. This one will be different.
Yeah, you know, obviously the League Cup, and then there's the Bristol Street Motors, or the Virtue now, it's none. So yeah, it's different personnel from different teams at the time and stuff. So you know, we've got people back. we've been on the runs we've been on, they've done what they've done, so, you know, it'll be an entertaining game.
What about team news? Because Darryl Costello obviously limped off on Saturday. Any update on that?
Just, so he hasn't trained today with us, so we'll just see how that is and see how he is tomorrow.
Any other injuries?
No, everything else was tactical, to be honest, and then changing the shape and stuff, so no, everyone else is fine.